Greetings, dear people of God at Trinity and beloved friends beyond. Thank you for joining me for this week's Reflections from the Other Side. Frederick Buechner died peacefully in his sleep this week at 96. You can find his many books on my spiritual inspiration bookshelf next to Becca Stevens, Anne Lamott, Dietrich Bonhoeffer, Thich Nhat Hanh, Nadia Bolz-Weber, John Philip Newell, Henry Nouwen, William Sloane Coffin, and Barbara Brown Taylor, and more. Do you have a bookshelf for the books that inspire you? I'd love to know what's on your shelf. Really, I would. I had come across Buechner in 1973 when home from college for Christmas. I found myself searching my father's bookshelves looking for inspiration, as I had done in high school. I found it in the refreshingly witty spiritual lexicon, Wishful Thinking, A Seeker's ABC by Frederick Buechner. Later, I came this close to taking his seminar on preaching my first year at the Episcopal Divinity School. One of the benefits of being at EDS was the chance to attend classes at Harvard as well. Harvard attracted the likes of Frederick Buechner. The problem was that there were so many divinity students that first day of his class who wanted to take his course that he was forced to offer a lottery system for Harvard seniors only. When Frederick Buechner was asked how he would sum up everything he had preached and written in both his fiction and nonfiction, he simply answered, "Listen to your life." He continued in Wishful Thinking, "Listen to your life. See it for the fathomless mystery it is, in the boredom and the pain of it, no less than in the excitement and gladness. Touch, taste, smell your way to the holy and hidden heart of it, because in the last analysis, all moments are key moments, and life itself is grace." What is grace, he writes? A good sleep is grace, and so are good dreams. Most tears are grace. The smell of rain is grace. Somebody loving you is grace. Loving somebody is grace. Have you ever tried to love somebody? A crucial eccentricity of the Christian faith is the assertion that people are saved by grace. The grace of God means something like, here is your life. You might never have been, but you are, because the party wouldn't have been complete without you. Here is the world. Beautiful and terrible things will happen. Don't be afraid. I am with you. Nothing can ever separate us. It's for you. I created the universe. I love you. There's only one catch. Like any other gift, the gift of grace can be yours only if you reach out and take it. Maybe being able to reach out and take it is a gift too. Somebody loving you is grace. Loving somebody is grace. In honor of Frederick Buechner, I want to tell you a love story full of grace. Listen to the life of Fiona Apple. Listen to her talking about loving and being loved by her dog, who truly is God spelled backward. It is a beautiful letter from the musician Fiona Apple, explaining to her fans why she must postpone a concert date. I was impressed at the way she was instantly able to make the decision to choose love over her career. Indeed, the world needs more of this. Fiona writes, "It's 6 p.m. on Friday, and I'm writing to a few thousand friends I have not met yet. I'm writing to ask them to change our plans and meet a little while later. Here's the thing. I have a dog, Janet, and she's been ill for about 2 years now, as a tumor has been idling in her chest, growing ever so slowly. She's almost 14 years now. I got her when she was 4 months old, and I was 21, an adult officially, and she was my kid. She is a pit bull and was found in Echo Park with a rope around her neck and bites all over her ears and face. She was the dog fighters used to puff up the confidence of the contenders. She's almost 14, and I've never seen her start a fight or bite or even growl, so I can understand why they chose her for that awful role. She's a pacifist. Janet has been the most consistent relationship of my adult life, and that is just a fact. We've lived in numerous houses and joined a few makeshift families, but it's always really been just the two of us. She slept in bed with me, her head on the pillow, and she accepted my hysterical, tearful face into her chest with her paws around me every time I was heartbroken or spirit broken or just lost. And as years went by, she let me take the role of her child as I fell asleep with her chin resting above my head. She was under the piano when I wrote songs, barked any time I tried to record anything, and she was in the studio with me all the time. We recorded the last album. The last time I came back from tour, she was spry as ever, and she's used to me being gone for a few weeks, every 6 or 7 years. She has Addison's disease. Despite this, she's effortlessly joyful and playful, and only stopped acting like a puppy about 3 years ago. She's my best friend and my mother and my daughter, my benefactor, and she's the one who taught me what love is. I can't come to South America, not now. When I got back from the last leg of the U.S. tour, there was a big, big difference. She doesn't even want to go for walks anymore. I know that she's not sad about aging or dying. Animals have a survival instinct, but a sense of mortality and vanity, they do not. That's why they're so much more present than people. But I know she's coming close to the time where she will stop being a dog and start instead to be part of everything. She'll be in the wind and in the soil and the snow and in me, wherever I go. I just can't leave her now. Please understand. If I go away again, I'm afraid she'll die, and I won't have the honor of singing her to sleep, of escorting her out. Sometimes it takes me 20 minutes just to decide what socks to wear to bed, but this decision is instant. These are the choices we make which define us. I will not be the woman who puts her career ahead of love and friendship. I'm the woman who stays home baking tilapia for my dearest, oldest friend and helps her be comfortable and comforted and safe and important. Many of these days we dread the death of a loved one. It is the ugly truth of life that keeps us feeling terrified and alone. I wish we could also appreciate the time that lies right beside the end of time. I know that I will feel the most overwhelming knowledge of her and of her life and of my love for her in the last moments. I need to do my damnedest to be there for that, because it will be the most beautiful, the most intense, the most enriching experience of life I've ever known when she dies. So I'm staying home, and I'm listening to her snore and wheeze, and I'm reveling in the swampiest, most awful breath that ever emanated from an angel, and I'm asking for your blessing. I'll be seeing you. Love, Fiona. Do you understand why I call this a love story? That's what it is, a love story filled with moments of grace, with so many more to come. I hope, I pray that this fills you with grace for your journey today.